Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me for episode 2 of my Aston Villa career on FIFA 16. We are finally about to get the season underway. We have travelled to Bournemouth, hoping for 3 points here today to kickstart our season. Let's get off to a good start. It's going to be difficult coming up against Bournemouth. Obviously they're going to want to make an impression to get the season underway since recently been promoted, but we got new signings in the side, such as Charlie Austin, as you just saw. He'll be starting up front for us, but Bournemouth, they've got Gradle, Wilson, Arthur as well. Because I've started this new career as well, you get to see the faces, which was in the recent update, which EA did for FIFA. Looks fantastic, adding that extra little bit of realism to the game. Here is my lineup then. So Guzan starts in goal, Richards, Corey, Lescott and Richardson at the back. And in midfield I've got Garner Gay, Sanchez and Zogbia. For the first couple of fixtures I may be leaving out a couple of players here and there because I'm just experimenting, seeing what works best for me. So for example, I did leave Amivi out of this game. I know he's got a better overall rating than Kieran Richardson, but I just want to see what works for me as we go on with the season. Now Bournemouth, they almost opened up the scoring here with just 11 minutes gone. It was Sermon with that fine strike, looking for that top left hand corner, but Guzan with an incredible save, fingertipping that over the crossbar and out for a corner. It was a pretty shaky start for Villa in this game. You know, Bournemouth looking to make an impression, as I've already said, and they were really going for it, looking for their first 3 points of the season. But we had to pull out all the stops, make sure that didn't happen. Micah Richards here did so well to just get past his man, whipping the ball. He was looking for Sinclair at that far post, but there was a man in front of him, just couldn't maybe get a toe to it and poke it across the line. But Bournemouth, they gave a brilliant account of themselves in this game. And Gradle, who's just ripping us apart down this left side. Micah Richards had so much work to do, having to keep tracking back and also joining the attack from time to time. That's how I like to play my game. That's what I like to see in football. The fullbacks joining the attack on the overlap and so on, maybe crossing in a ball or two. Bournemouth, they could have at least been 2-3-0 up heading into the second half. They had another brilliant chance there, but Guzan just coming out with that diving punch to get the ball away from our goal. We didn't want to see it anywhere near, but Zogbia at the other end, we hit them on the break so quickly, and he was so unfortunate not to score with that finesse shot. It was curling, and it just went wide. I think I would have been on my feet celebrating if that had found the back of the net. We did manage to get quite a few shots away in the second half. It was a definite improvement on the first half, where it was all Bournemouth. But in the end, it ended 0-0. A point on the opening day against Bournemouth. I was hoping for more, but Bournemouth, as I said, gave a great account of themselves. And as you can see by the final match stats, it was a pretty even game on possession. We got more shots away than they did, only 2 on target though. But they were so tightly packed at the back. So just a point on the opening day, and we push on to our next game. You can see we received an offer from Watford for Brad Guzan. I don't want to be selling my best goalkeeper at the moment. I know Guzan has the potential to let you down quite a bit on FIFA, but for now I'm just going to be sticking with Guzan. I don't think I need to buy a new keeper just yet. Maybe in January, maybe at the end of the season. We'll see how it goes. If you remember in the first episode as well, I did put in an offer for Clement Grenier, who I did sign in my Manchester United career, who I didn't really use that much, but if I can get him for Aston Villa, I guarantee he will be in that starting lineup for the majority of games because, well, he'll probably be one of our better central midfielders. Anyway, up next was that Friday night fixture against Manchester United as they came to visit us at Villa Park. This was one I was not really looking forward to. It's not what you want on your second game of the season, especially seeing that we only picked up a point on the opening day. We wanted to get 3 points here, and it was going to be a real tough test. You can see with Louis van Gaal's side, he went with Ramiro in goal. I was a bit surprised by that. No sign of David De Gea. Well, he did start on the bench, but chances are him coming on in the second half were 0 to none, really. And Schweinsteiger as well was left out on the bench. It was pretty weaker side from Manchester United. Blind, Nick Powell also in there. And we were just dominating in this first half. We were stringing our passes together so well, but it was that final finishing which was costing us. Leroy Fur's first shot that went over Garner Gaze there that you just saw. And we could, you know, if they were on target, we could have really put United to the test. We could have at least maybe been 1-0 up by then. And that was only like 12 minutes into the game, so we were doing really well. I was really feeling confident about our chances going forwards. And this moment here was probably our best chance to score against United in this one. Agbonlahor, I went for the cheeky chip, but Ramiro just read Agbonlahor so easily. I could have just smacked that one in. It might have found its way into the back of the net. What was I playing at? I was overconfident, I think, with that opportunity, and United were getting closer and closer then. I was frustrating them, and they wanted to make sure that they got into the lead. And Zogbia, who does so well cutting inside, which I've found over the last 2 games now, hitting the ball on his left foot, trying to seek out that top corner. And that's been one of our strong points over these last 2 games, is creating chances, putting the opposition's goalkeeper to work. We just have to make sure now that we are finishing them as well. I did take off Gabby Agbonlahor and also Nzogbia for Charlie Austin and Jordan Ayew. Nice tactical switch there. Had a bit of pace going forwards, an extra dimension and everything. And I'm hoping as this career goes on with Villa, I can get the best out of Jordan Ayew like I did in my Everton career. Some of you guys will probably remember I signed him for Everton and he just scored a shit ton of goals. And I'm hoping he can do exactly the same here for Aston Villa. In the end, it finished 0-0 at Villa Park against Manchester United in what I think is a fair result. 2 points in 2 games. We probably could have got 3 points against Bournemouth, but it's only 2 games gone in the season. And up next, we've got Palace away. So with Grenier joining the team, I think we can get a good result there, get our first 3 points of the season. There is the confirmation as well that Clement Grenier has joined Aston Villa. Also, I just want to quickly thank all you guys who support the first episode. It was immense, so thank you very much. And I will see you all soon for the 3rd episode. Thanks for watching.